The next 24 hours are going to be incredible for the cryptocurrency markets. The first thing that's going to be happening is that hopefully tomorrow we're going to be getting the publicized crypto and Bitcoin reports created by the White House that will, fingers crossed, include the exact accumulation plan of the United States government to go ahead and buy Bitcoin consistently. Even though in the short term the price isn't looking so great and will likely close the $114,000 CME gap, I think this is tremendous news and could potentially reverse the price action following a closure of the CME gap, which we will talk about in detail on today's update video. Apart from this, we have the FOMC data coming up, the GDP data coming up, and we have some very, very bullish takes to get into. A lot of debt creation is happening, and this debt creation will cause Bitcoin to skyrocket in the long term. So stay tuned until the end of today's update video. Guys, destroy the like button if this video sounds interesting to you already. You've been doing a phenomenal job. We even reached almost 1,000 likes on a video we made 3 days ago. So thank you all so much for that. And before we jump into Bitcoin, if you want to claim hopefully still free 400 USDT, because this campaign is ending very soon and I'm negotiating with Weex as we speak right now, so that for the people that deposit $2,000 into their futures account after signing up to Weex using the first link in the description, they will still be able to get the free $400 to open Bitcoin and crypto positions with. But still, if we cannot make that negotiation work, then at least if you sign up to Weex using this link, the first link in the description down below, bind your phone number to your account, you'll get anywhere between $10 to $100 for free regardless, and in 24 hours time you will be able to get an upgrade, or you will be upgraded to free VIP status where you will get 25% off from your trading fees. So use the first link if you want to get those perks and bonuses with Weex. And with that said, let's go into the price action for Bitcoin and then go into why the next 24 hours will be important, and also cover the bullish macro data for Bitcoin. So short term, we have the Bart Simpson still playing out. We can adjust this a little bit so that it's as relevant and recent as possible. I think the Bart Simpson is still the more likely scenario compared to the Bitcoin bullish pennant, simply because we do have the CME gap located at 114 and the price action isn't exploding to the upside, meaning that the CME gap isn't going to close like at some point in the bear market. I think it's super likely that we come down to 114 and then close the CME gap. So if you want to leverage your free margin from Weex, then I would be considering to open limits long positions between 114,300 and 114,500 to try and catch the CME gap dip. If you want to put even more limit longs on Coinflare or Weex, I would also consider the potential retest to the inverse head and shoulder on the daily time frame and the weekly time frames, and that retest is right now sitting at $13,800 to $900, and that would be a potential good buy to long the next wave of Bitcoin, which will be created hopefully in the upcoming few weeks, as the M2 money supply is still exploding to the upside. Even though the short term isn't looking amazing, the price action will follow liquidity. 90% of the time. Since the inception of Bitcoin, Bitcoin has been following liquidity. Liquidity is going up, the dollar is losing value, and Bitcoin will follow, and that is it. So yes, short term, a little bit bearish on the price action, but I would be trying to buy as much Bitcoin spot and accumulate as much Bitcoin as I can, because the next wave of the bull market is about to begin and you do not want to be missing out on that. We also have some incredibly bullish news for Bitcoin, because JP Morgan, the largest bank in the world, they're going to be allowing collateralized Bitcoin loans. As soon as they do this, institutional capital flowing to Bitcoin will 10x. You can already see that retail is not in Bitcoin. They've been selling their Bitcoin. Businesses and funds and ETFs have been taking over. Retail is nowhere to be seen. And if JP Morgan does the approval of Bitcoin Max loans, that's going to bring hundreds of millions of dollars into Bitcoin. Retail will funnel in afterwards in, I think, the 2, 3, 4, 5 month even basis. And when that happens, additionally to the M2 money supply, Bitcoin is going to continue catapulting. So like I said, even though short term, if the price is bearish, I would be having as much Bitcoin in my portfolio as I can. And even though there's a CME gap, I wouldn't be shorting, because the upside potential is still super high, especially in the next 24 hours. I mean, if we get a full plan released by the US government on how they will buy Bitcoin, we could see something crazy happen in the price action. I will be updating you as soon as we get the confirmation on this plan. It could end up being a nothing burger, but there is a chance that it isn't, and it's major. So stay tuned on the CryptoKit channel, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and as soon as we have word, I'm going to be updating you here so that you know what is the most recent and breaking news data. The FOMC is coming up. That will be in approximately 24 hours time. We're going to be streaming it live on the Musho channel. The Fed will not cut rates. I mean, there's a 97% chance almost they're not going to be cutting rates, but whatever Fed Chair Powell says regarding monetary policy tomorrow, that's going to decide what will happen in the September Fed meeting, if they will cut or not. So the words he says during tomorrow's FOMC press conference is the main focus. If he is dovish, then markets can see a good pump to the upside. So stay tuned for that. That will be streamed on the Moonshow channel from start to finish. But guys, that is basically about it. There is also two more pieces of very quick, very bullish information that I'll add before ending it off, the video off. You can see that the US Treasury is about to borrow $18 billion per day in new debts, and that's going to cause a massive requirement for more M2 money supply, which is basically referring to dollars being printed to pay off this new debt. This will continue to increase, therefore in the macro, Bitcoin will continue to increase. That's great news. Stablecoins hitting brand new heights. As more stablecoins get adopted throughout the world, there will be more stablecoin supply, hence there will be more dollar supply. That will be added to the M2 money supply, and Bitcoin will continue going up even more. Does this mean super cycle? I don't know the answer to that yet, but what I do know is that all of this is super bullish for the macro. Short term, let's be careful. Let's focus on the next 24 hours. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all in a jam-packed crypto day tomorrow. So guys, take care, and as always, bye-bye.